Hey, it's Andy Osher here, and in this short webinar, I'm going to share techniques that 99.9% of men will never know when it comes to attracting hot women who are both stunning on the outside and also the kind every guy would kill to have as a girlfriend. You're going to learn the secrets that have allowed me to, luckily, date absolute 10 women, women who are totally out of my league and made other men completely jealous, just by using a few simple yet counterintuitive techniques. And as promised, I'm going to take you through each step of the Daygame Blueprint so you can do the same starting today. This video is highly controversial and is going to anger quite a few people, so I can't guarantee this video will be up forever. There's a high chance I'll be forced to take this video down, so be sure to watch the video all the way to the end while you can. I'm not kidding. What I reveal towards the end of this video is going to shock you and you won't want to miss it. But first, I'd like to share 3 big secrets I've discovered about high-quality, hot women, the kind of women most men could only dream of being with. So be sure to get out a pen and paper, as you won't hear these secrets anywhere else. Okay, so here we go. Secret number 1. Bars and nightclubs are the worst place to pick up total 10s. Women who are both supermodel hot on the outside and girlfriend material. Now, don't get me wrong. Nightclubs and bars are great for practicing your social skills and interacting with women. But most guys think that nightclubs and bars are the only place to meet hot women. I know, because I used to be one of those guys. All the advice I read on picking up women was all about bars and clubs, so I assumed that that must be the place to meet the hottest women. But now, after having tried everything, I can tell you that this is completely false, and here's why. In a nightclub, any woman, let alone your perfect woman, will be hit on dozens of times at least. So what do women do to deal with it? They create what's called a bitch shield. If you've ever been rejected by a woman or seen someone get rejected within the first few seconds, it's because the girl was using the dreaded bitch shield. It doesn't mean that she's a bad person. I mean, you can't blame her for it. It's simply her way of dealing with the hordes of drunk guys that approach her when she's at the club trying to enjoy a night out with her friends. So in order to have a chance with her, you have to break through her bitch shield. Now, if you want to keep trying to get past the bitch shield and, costing your time, money, public embarrassment, that's cool. But if you want a shortcut to effortlessly attract these unobtainable women without having to worry about your looks or pretending to be someone you're not, you need to know the next secret. So, secret 2. Picking up women during the day is a piece of cake compared to bars and nightclubs. Think about this. In a nightclub, not only do you have to deal with bitch shields, you also have to deal with competition from other guys. So in order to get in with a woman, you have to stand out from all the other guys in the club that she's seen. So how is it different during the day? Hot women never get approached during the day, at least not by men who are interested in them, guys like you and me. The only people that do approach them are, charity people, salesmen, club promoters, homeless beggars, tourists asking for directions. When this is your only competition, standing out from them is easy once you know how. And it doesn't require money, a body from Men's Health magazine, or fancy clothes. I mean, it's easy to think that just because a woman rejects you in a club, she'd reject you in any situation. But it isn't true. Because women don't expect to be picked up during the day. They don't have their bitch shield dialed up because they've never really needed to use it in the daytime. So when you approach and attract them using just a few simple techniques, they'll be flattered and blown away. They'll want nothing more than to stop in the tracks and be picked up by you. It really is that easy because there isn't any competition from any other guys. It doesn't take fancy pickup lines or routines, no need for calculated movements, things like negs, social proof, or peacocking. All those things help you stand out in a nightclub environment. But during the day, the single thing that will make you stand out is the mere fact that you're approaching her, and you'll be playing right into her fantasy. Which brings me to secret number 3. Women secretly fantasize about being approached by you during the daytime. I mean, have you ever watched a romantic comedy or read a romantic novel? Yeah, they're not really my thing either, but I've seen enough to know that the story never goes like this. Jenny met John at a nightclub. They grinded and made out on the dance floor. Then they went back to John's place and had drunk sex. Then they got married. No girl imagines that to be the way she meets her perfect guy. And no girl wants to admit to her friends and family that she met her boyfriend on a night out. In any classic romance story, the woman meets the man by some spontaneous moment, and it's always during the day. And did you know, romance novels are the highest selling genre of fiction? Crazy, I know, and it sure isn't men reading this stuff. So you can be assured that women are constantly fantasizing about being that woman in the story who meets this incredible guy by some random moment as she's going about her usual day-to-day business. And because women get sexually turned on by men who know and take what they want, by approaching her during the day using a few easy-to-learn techniques, you convey all the right signals and make her fantasy a reality. It doesn't take overly complicated routines, good looks or money. All it takes is knowing how to take her through 4 specific phases, which I'm going to show you in a moment. I know what you're thinking. If you're like how I used to be, the thought of approaching women during the day feels scary and completely unnatural. I mean, I used to think that I'd be bothering a woman if I approached her while she was going about her day-to-day business. But ever since I had my eyes opened to the world of Daygame, I now get as many dates as I want, all during